ever get lonely, I'ma need your help. Pay attention to me, I don't talk for my health.
I want you on my team.
So does everybody else.
Hello, welcome to the Clout Challenge. Encanto is a movie about a magical family that tries to overcome their generational trauma with song, magic, and dancing donkeys, and arepas. It is a Disney movie, so the characters are nice and lovable. But since they have magical powers, they can definitely cause some damage if they were villains. Some artists have imagined what the characters would look like if they were villains. Leave a comment on who you think will be the best supervillain.
Have you met Dolores?
First off is Dolores, with the magical power of hearing everything, even eyelids twitching. She would most certainly cause some havoc if she was a villain. If she was bad, she could probably blackmail people cause she can hear the secrets. Thankfully, she is soft-spoken and sweet. The second is Isabella. Her miracle is being able to grow plants. Abuela Alma wanted her to be perfect, so she made her only grow flowers. But after her musical number, she was able to grow other varieties of plants, especially poisonous plants. So it is safe to say that if she ever turns to the dark side, everybody is screwed big time. She can easily turn all food poisonous. I am guessing, but I think Abuela will be her first victim, followed by Mirabelle. This artist has envisioned her a villain with highlights in her hair, so evil goth.
So give me a run for my money.
The third one is Camillo. The dude with great hair can shapeshift into anyone. I mean, if he was to turn supervillain, it is basically game over for everyone. He can easily shapeshift into anyone just to start drama, or even worse. Thankfully, he just uses his magical powers for pranks, more food, singing embellished tales of Bruno, and babysitting. Thankfully.
Bubbly, feeling lovely.
The fourth is little man Antonio. The youngest and the cutest can talk to animals and they obey him. If he was evil, he could cause some problems. He can just tell a snake or a freaking tiger to bite his enemies. He would be a total man's, but on the other hand, he now has to be a vegetarian. He can't possibly eat animals when he can hear them. So he would most likely be an animal rights activist. But we can be thankful he is just cute. Of course, there is Luisa, the middle child and older sister of Mirabelle. Her magical power is super strength. She can lift 5 donkeys and a bridge, so you know she means business. If she was ever to become a villain, she will be like a female Hulk. I don't think she will make a good villain though. I mean, she is not bulletproof, and she cries a lot. She will just throw donkeys at her enemies while she is crying. She would likely be a sidekick for Isabella or Camillo, because she follows orders and loves to please others. Thankfully, she is a good person who just in desperate need of a vacation and a massage.
So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely.
Then there is Pepa. Pepa is the mother of Camillo, Antonio, and Dolores. Her ability is to make it rain with her emotions. If only she could make money instead of rain. I don't think she can control her ability. She is like 50 years old and still can't control her ability. But if she was to turn into the dark side, she would flood the planet or something. She would drown people or put them in a hurricane. Thankfully, she just makes it rain on herself and blames Bruno for her action.
Have you met Dolores? Okay, I'll take it from here. Goodbye.
Juliette is the other one. Her ability to heal people with her food would make a very bad villain. Unless she starts a pharmaceutical company and uses her powers to heal people to make money. She would collude with Isabella. So Isabella will poison people and then she comes in to save them for maximum profit. She would easily eradicate almost all diseases and ailments and become the richest person on earth, even become a god. Thankfully or sadly, she just makes small patches of cookies while her daughter destroys the family one musical number at a time. Then there was Bruno. His ability is to see the future. He has every reason to become a villain, after being blamed for everything like a goldfish dying, obesity, male baldness, and lack of emotional control. After being forced to live in a wall with rats, because of misunderstandings he could have easily become a villain, but he just invented rat telenovelas. If he was to become a villain, he would be the most devastating. He can just see a person's future and change it. He will even become more powerful if he colluded with shapeshifting Camillo. They can bring chaos to this world. Thankfully, he is too inept to do anything. I mean, the guy lived in a wall with rats. He is useless. And last but not least is the main character, Mirabelle. After the abuse from Abula, she has every reason to be a villain, but she has no powers. So what is she gonna do, sing people to death? And finally, Abula. I mean, she is already a villain. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment on who you think will be the best supervillain. Remember to like and subscribe.